So we're live. Okay, go ahead and refresh the Facebook page. Hey guys, if you're out there listening to us, we are checking to make sure we're going live. And as soon as we see a live video on, it might take a couple of seconds, Madison, but refresh it again. When we see that we have a live video on the Facebook page, go ahead and go there, and Maddie's gonna share everything out to our pages, and we will get started here in the next, let's see, 30 seconds or so. Share to a page, Maddie. Yep. Okay. So Maddie is sharing everything out right now. As you guys are coming in, if you can hear us, go ahead and say hello. Good Monday morning to all of you. You'll be able to see our beautiful faces here in a couple minutes. We're just getting things ready. Looks like we have 2 viewers already. Maddie's sharing.
Welcome, everybody.
Yep. Welcome. Right. Everything shared out?
Everything should be shared out. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Maddie, go ahead and give us a countdown. Or just go ahead. All right, that's okay
Here we go.
too. All right, so hey guys, welcome. It is episode number 7 of the Jack and Dave Show. It's Monday morning. I was gonna do a Good Morning Vietnam from MASH, but Maddie screwed that up because she didn't do a countdown. So we can blame Madison. All right, so it is, let's see, February 11th. It's already halfway through February, and somehow we're here.
Just a public service announcement for all you men out there.
Maddie screwed that up.
It is just 3 days from Valentine's Day.
It is. Yeah, so all of you men out there, make sure you get your significant other something on, is that Wednesday? No, Thursday. So yeah, Thursday, make sure you get flowers, candy, something, or you will be sleeping in a doghouse or on a couch. So
right.
Yeah, go get your stuff.
Or your sleeper. I mean,
or your sleeper. Yeah, I was going to say if you're a truck driver, you could just whatever. But yeah, so today is Monday, February 11th. It is the 7th episode of the Jack and Dave Show. Today we have here in studio, we have our producer, Madison. We have right across. Yeah, go ahead. Say hi. Do your little, she has a signature wave now. There you go.
So you can see me.
Kind of like the Queen.
Yeah. And Maddie, I think Maddie's going to be getting a new camera soon, so you can see Maddie better. Hopefully next week or the week after that. So Maddie is here in studio with us producing. Right across from me, I have Jack, who's our other co-host. And today, you still got a bad case of the crabs, right?
No. My kids painted me with invisible paint. I'm actually on camera right now.
Yeah. You're just invisible. Got it. Yeah. No, for sure. But Jack is right across from me, and of course, my name is Dave, and this is the Jack and Dave Show. So. Let's get started. Let's talk about what we're gonna go over today, and that is we're gonna talk about trucking music. We have some good friends in the trucking industry, and specifically in the trucking music industry. And it looks like Alan is in the chat right now. Good morning, Alan. But we have some good friends in the trucking music industry, and that kind of ties into what we're talking about today: trucking music, charity. And a whole bunch of different stuff. So let's go over our poem. It is February, and it's almost Valentine's Day, and we asked you guys to do a poem for us. And Jack, would you please explain the rules to the poem competition and also what we're doing for the rest of the show?
Yes. Basically, the poem competition is just to create a poem about your truck. You have until the end of the show in order to submit your submission, and if you submit, then great. If not, then Alan wins because he's the only one with any sort of creative talent in the poetry realm, apparently.
Yes. Good morning, Mike. He just popped in here, first-time viewer. Like Jack was saying, please write a poem of some kind. Alan is the only one, actually, that has
no competition. Makes it easy.
The winner gets a full set. Yes, that's right. A full set of 60 lug nut covers. Woo. Free, delivered to their door. So if you guys want to win some free lug nut covers, style of your choice, please write a poem, a short poem about your truck in the comments below before the end of the show. And we'll pick at the end of the show who the winner is. Right now, it's Alan. Alan has those wrapped up because he's the only competitor as of right now. So
way to go, Alan.
Way to go, Alan. Yeah.
Then we're going to be talking about our question of the week for this week, which is, what is your favorite trucking charity and why?
Yeah, so we're going to have to get in depth into this, but we're starting another new segment this week. We're talking about charity, and we're talking about specifically truckers in charity. And I think what we've decided is we're going to do a monthly charity drive, if you want to call it something like that. And we're going to have our listeners pick the charity every single month, and we'll start a GoFundMe or some kind of Facebook fundraiser, and then we'll be actually contributing the entire amount of whatever we fundraise over the next 4 weeks of whatever month it is, and we'll be contributing that to the charity of your guys' choice. So if you guys would, the question of the week, like we talked about, is what is your favorite charity and why? Let us know why.
Right.
And so Jack's Chrome Shop and the hosts here will do something special for that charity at the end of the month. But please let us know what's your favorite charity, why. If you also would let us know what kind of things they do, that would be awesome. So a couple ones that you could pick from are St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund, which a lot of our friends are involved with. St. Christopher's is awesome for truckers in need. A couple other ones are obviously like the breast cancer awareness organizations, any kind of cancer research kind of thing,
children's hospitals, and
things
of that nature,
animals, whatever it is. Please just let us know what your favorite charity is and why in the comments below. And Alan says, "Smile, Maddie. Quit looking like a sourpuss." Yeah, smile. Yeah.
I'm zoning out listening to charity stuff. It's heavy stuff.
It is heavy stuff. So please let us know what your favorite charity is in the comments below, and give us a like and share if you like the show. But anyway, that's kind of what we're going over today, and also we're going to talk about our weekly truck show here really quickly. Madison last week, unfortunately, was 2 points ahead of both Jack and I.
That'll make me smile. Here, yeah, let's talk about me winning.
And for anybody that doesn't know, the weekly truck show is where we go over our Instagram posts from the following week. Each of the hosts and the producer will choose their pick for their favorite truck in that feed, and then you guys get to vote and say who has the best pick.
Yeah.
So far, Maddie has won both of these weekly truck shows and accumulated 2 points, and the loser has to do Snow Angels in their bathing suit at the end of the year, and the winner will get a gift card to a place or thing of their choice.
Yeah. So we're doing this throughout all of 2019. So there's going to be quite a lot of points that we're going to accumulate here. But right now, Madison is 2 points in the lead, and we will let you guys know the winner of last week's weekly truck show winner later today, and we'll put in our bids for this week at the end of the show. So just make sure you don't vote for Maddie, because if Maddie wins,
you got to see Dave or myself in our bathing suits.
Which would be hilarious.
Yeah, so keep in mind, guys, the loser of this competition has to do Snow Angels in the snow. So stakes are high. You also get a gift card if you win.
Tensions are also high.
Tensions are also very high. There has been some discussions around the shop already about who's going to win, and so vote for me. Anyway, moving on. Let's see, we have weekly truck show preview. We're going to announce those winners later on today. But before we get started on our first topic today, which is trucking charity, let's talk about our first sponsor, which is One Stop Truck Care, which is located in Bulls Gap, Tennessee at exit 23 on I-81. So if you guys don't know, obviously trucks break down all the time. It's just a part of life, part of mechanical vehicles. They break down. Stuff happens, you know what I mean? One Stop Truck Care here in Bulls Gap, Tennessee on I-81 is a 24/7 repair facility there at exit 23. I do believe they also have a store that you can go into and pick up like maintenance parts and other things like that. But they have a 24/7 service staff that will go out and hit you guys up if you guys have any trouble over there in Tennessee. I believe it's in East Tennessee on I-81. So if you guys are ever in the area of Bulls Gap, Tennessee, or near there, and you have some truck problems, please go ahead and give One Stop Truck Care a call, or give them an email, or whatever you got. Get a hold of them. So thank you so much for One Stop Truck Care for sponsoring Chrome and Steel Radio and the Jack and Dave Show. Please go ahead and check them out, and we really appreciate it. So thank you to them, and thank you to our listeners. So
absolutely,
that's our first sponsor, and let's talk about some charity.
Yeah, found an article on Overdrive Online about Everett's record donation to St. Jude Hospital. And I'm just going to read this a little bit, and then you can do our reactions to it. But setting another record for its largest ever donation, Everett Express's truckers and other employees raised a grand total of $750,001 in 2018, recently donated to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. The donation marked the fourth consecutive year Everett employees have either matched or set a record in their donation to St. Jude. The amount is also the largest ever employee giving contribution to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. The donation was driven by weekly contributions from Averitt employees as part of Averitt Cares for Kids, the company's charitable employee giving program. About 92% of Averitt associates participate, giving $1 per week to help St. Jude and other important causes. Additionally, Averitt's executive team partners with Averitt associates to make contributions to Averitt Cares for Kids in recognition of their accomplishments and other life events. Since Averitt Cares for Kids began in 1987, it has contributed close to $10 million overall to numerous charities, including more than $7 million to St. Jude alone.
Oh my God.
Averitt Cares for Kids completed a $1.5 million endowment to help fund the initial construction of the St. Jude Leukemia and Lymphoma Clinic, where the majority of St. Jude patients are treated. Averitt Associates' most recent contribution will continue to support the innovative research and life-saving care at St. Jude, including the Leukemia and Lymphoma Clinic.
There you go. So that was $750,000. You said $750,000 over a year span.
That's a lot. I heard a lot of big
I like
numbers.
that it's $750,001.
Yeah. So $750,001 to Averitt.
Let's see if we can beat that this week, guys.
Let's see if we can get. I was gonna write this
Easy
down.
goal.
We're gonna have a competition to see if we can win.
You know, I appreciate that Averitt Express uses something that's so simple, an easy mechanism. I'm sure it's probably just deducted from their paychecks too, where it's just $1 per week. Everybody can do $1 per week, right? And they have this this group that. It's able to do that. It's amazing.
Week or month, yeah.
Yeah, 92% of the employees actually contribute to that.
That's huge. Yeah. So hats off to Averitt. Is it Averitt Express? Is that what it is? Okay,
Yeah, Averitt Express.
Hats off to them and their charity and their giving. That's above and beyond.
That's amazing.
I've always found that the trucking industry, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, but I've always found that the trucking industry has been overly
Generous.
overly overly accommodating, overly charitable towards basically anything. Children, Special Olympics. Mike actually mentioned in the comments, he said that his favorite charity is the Special Olympics Amherst, and he said that they've been raising over $1,000 over the past 4 years for their truck show that they have every year. So that is not bad for a small town truck show whatsoever. And Mike, if you would let us know where that truck show is, we might be able to come see you. So funny enough about Special Olympics, I went to the GBATS, the Guilty by Association Truck Show in Joplin, Missouri last year, and they have a convoy every year that goes to benefit the Special Olympics there. And we took some great photos and pictures, but I believe they had over 500 trucks this past year in that convoy and raised close to $200,000 from one truck show. So,
that's insane.
I mean, truckers go above and beyond to help other truckers and also people that aren't even in the industry, children, Special Olympics, the whole deal. So
well, the whole trucking heart. I think they deliver the goods and services that keep America running, and then they take that one step further and keep Americans running by giving them life-saving help.
Absolutely,
it's amazing. Just the heart of the American trucker.
Absolutely, they go above and beyond, and that's something that I don't think they get enough credit for sure.
Definitely,
I think a lot of people think of truckers as very.
There's a stigma.
There's a stigma that is just not true, and I think I have always found that truckers are very giving people. So
thank you guys.
Thank you guys, and don't let that change. Anyway, so. Moving on. Actually, let's not move on. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Mr. Taylor Barker, because we're gonna do a little segue here between a sponsor and some other stuff. But Taylor Barker, who was in our chat last week, he had a fundraiser last week. Not last week. What the hell am I talking? Last year at the Dallas show, in Great American Trucking Show, they had a St. Christopher's fundraiser essentially, and I think they gave away, I don't know whose guitar it was, I think it might have been Bill Weaver's guitar, who we're going to talk about later, but they had a fundraiser that raised over $20,000 or $25,000 last year at GATS for the St. Christopher's Truckers Fund, for just it was a small concert in a tent. So thank you to, I believe it was Bill that was there was Taylor, we had the Stone Creek 4, I believe, was down there. Ken Freeman and Paul Marhofer were all down there. I'd like to give a special shout out to them for last year's GATS. They went above and beyond. They auctioned off a whole bunch of different of their own music stuff, and I think there was some other things that were auctioned off, including dances in their boxers on stage. So
Oh my God.
anyway. Gats,
all right. So
Gats,
maybe we should be auctioning off this snow angel.
Maybe that's
thing
what it. Maybe
instead
that's.
of,
maybe we need to think about that.
Yeah.
So, maybe we should do. Each one of us picks a charity, and whoever loses has to give to the charity, and also do a snow. I don't know, something like that. We're gonna develop this as we go, but we really like to give back to the trucking community and also to this world that we live in some kind of charitable way. We're gonna take some of the best submissions from your guys' charities and then pick one and do something special for them. So thank you to you guys for your charity submissions, and please keep them coming. If you guys know of a charity out there or someone who's passionate about a charity, have them come on to the show and send a comment so they can be entered into this. So then we'll give their charity some
love.
Some loving, and also some notoriety and some views. So just let us know on that. We're going to talk about Trukr Stik and St. Christopher's here in a couple seconds. But Jack, would you let us know what some goofy person recently said?
Yeah, it was.
Who happens to be in politics? By the way, we don't like getting into politics, but we thought this was just too funny to
trucking came into politics, so it's something that whenever that happens, my ears perk up a little bit. And after the president's State of the Union address, there was a congresswoman, I believe she was a congresswoman by the name of Stacey Abrams, who made the comment that things economically are so bad at this point that truckers are having to buy their own trucks. And
amazing.
They're being forced to buy their own trucks. And,
the worst. Yeah.
I don't know exactly what she was talking about. She could have been talking about some, lease to own schemes that happen occasionally.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, drivers purchasing their own trucks, that's just good business sense.
Not an uncommon thing. Yeah, it's not an uncommon thing.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, or any of you that own your own trucks that are listening, were you forced to buy your own truck?
I think that's a good thing, right? Like buying an asset is always a good thing as a business person, and there's a lot of owner-operators out there. Buying your own asset instead of having to lease it or rent it is obviously the best. But we just thought that was funny. There's so many. That's another thing, that there's a huge stigmatism or misunderstanding about drivers and the trucking industry in general, that everybody's just, there's a stigma about truckers that's just factually untrue.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that are in the higher echelons of power in the United States are kind of far removed from the real life of the American trucker.
Yeah, so thank you to truckers for putting up with all that bullshit, and continuing to carry products and loads all the time, even though it seems like politicians don't like you and four-wheelers don't like you,
or they like to use you for their own personal agendas.
Oh yeah, or say something dumb on air. So we don't like it to get into politics, but we just thought that was so funny that we couldn't get around it. But Alan actually mentioned that last year at GATS there was $16,000 donated at that show, and then Heartland Express matched it. So $32,000 in total charity donations to, I believe it was St. Christopher's Fund last year at the Great American Trucking Show within like 3 or 4 hours. So
wow.
Thank you to everyone who donated last year at that. Thank you to everyone who donated to Everett Express, all the Everett drivers. Thank you to all the charitable truck drivers out there. You guys,
you guys rock.
Yeah, you give us as a whole, the transportation industry, a good name. So thank you to all you guys out there. Let's see.
Sponsor number 2.
Let's talk about Trukr Stik. Let's talk about St. Christopher's Fund some more. So St. Christopher's, first of all, let's talk about that, is a truckers relief fund, and they have partnered with Trukr Stik. Trukr Stik is a 2-sided squeegee. Maddie, would you pull that up for me?
I am doing so right now.
Thank you so much. Madison's going to pull up a picture of the Trukr Stik and put it up on the screen really quickly. But Trukr Stik is a 2-sided squeegee that is perfect for any driver that, has a truck, to be honest with you. Every time you wash your truck, you can use this double-sided squeegee to dry both the flat and convex mirrors on your semi-truck right there. And as we all know, safety is one of the most important things when you're driving a Class 8 semi. We don't want anybody to get hurt, and we especially don't want any four-wheelers to get in the way. So having your mirrors clean, having your stuff in tip-top shape is very important, and Trukr Stik definitely helps you out with that, with the flat blade and the convex mirror blade there. And it has a special edition right now, the blue one right there. It's as you can see, there's the red one right there. If Madison will point at it right there, St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund. That is a special edition of the Trukr Stik, which is available in TA travel centers across the country. Yes. And a portion of the profits there go to the St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund, which helps truckers in need. So thank you to Trukr Stik, thank you to St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund, and thank you to our listeners out there for going into TA travel centers and picking up your special edition Trukr Stik. So thank you to all those people. They keep the Chrome and Steel Radio going, Jack and Dave show going, and keep our truckers going. So thank you to them. That is our second sponsor of the day. Let's talk about a very interesting and entertaining part of the trucking industry. Many of you people know that the trucking industry has, I guess, cliques or small groups inside of it, and one of the most influential and important groups, in my opinion, is the trucking musicians that we're good friends here with at Chrome and Steel Radio and also all over the country. So there are quite a few musicians who find themselves in trucks, driving trucks, and we have a couple that we would like to feature today and just kind of talk about what they're doing this year in 2019. And some of these people, I'm sure you probably already know because they're on the Chrome and Steel Radio Network. And also, yeah, we talk to them all the time. They're regular audience members here on the Jack and Dave show. So let's talk about trucking musicians and what they're doing this year. We're actually going to be basing this off of an article on transportationnation.com, which is good friends of ours. So thank you to them for the article, and we're going to go through and see what's up. So first is, of course, Mr. Bill Weaver, who is here on the Chrome and Steel Radio Network as well. His show is on Thursdays, and also he does some live shows on the weekends as well. But his name is Bill Weaver, and
lovely picture of Bill.
Yeah, I was going to say zoom in on that
really
real quick.
Nice hat. I feel like if Bill auctioned off that hat, he could raise a lot of money.
Speaking
Boom.
of, yeah,
Bill's
there's Mr. Bill Weaver.
face.
Look at that. Look at that smile. Yeah.
He looks kind of pissed, actually.
He looks so mad. Yeah. Okay. So Mr. Bill Weaver, of course, is the host of the Out on the Road show on Thursdays, and he is one of the most influential musicians in the trucking industry. Mr. Bill Weaver has 2 albums out right now. The first one is Burnin' the Old... That's not true. The first one is Why I Drive, right? I'm going to forget it right now. Someone
I
fill
know
me on this.
I'm way more familiar with the newer ones.
His second album is Burnin' the Old School Down.
Yeah. Then he's got Bull.
Every Mile I Drive. I knew it was something like that. Darn it. So his first album is Every Mile I Drive, which was his premiere album, and
Every Mile I Drive.
It has some great classics on there. Let me open it up real quick. One of my favorites is Mr. D.O.T., which is a song that we use on Jack's Chrome show,
which is stuck in my head every day of my life.
Yeah. So Maddie does a lot of our video editing here at the shop, and so she has to listen to all of Bill Weaver's music on a daily basis. So,
but good stuff.
Mr.
Man.
Bill Weaver's first album is Every Mile That I Drive, and it has some classics on there like The Diesel Life, Mr. D.O.T. He has a duet on there with his wonderful wife, Louder Than Words. His wife is named Carol Ann Weaver, and she's a sweetheart, and she's also way more talented at any musical instrument than I will ever be. But Mr. Bill Weaver has been in the trucking music industry for quite a while and is a very influential figure there. Like I said, his first album is Every Mile I Drive, and his second album is Burnin' the Old School Down, which he released last year. And Burnin' the Old School Down has done really well. It's got some songs on it like Bull Haulin', and Mr. Jerry Novak actually sponsored the song called Burnin' the Old School Down, and that's the title track right there, but it's a fantastic album. And if you'd like to go check out Mr. Bill Weaver's stuff, go to his show on Thursdays or go to his website, billweavermusic.com, and go take a look at his CDs there. Maddie, what does Bill Weaver have going on in 2019?
Well, it looks like he's saying that he's going to be at a lot of major truck shows, which we already know. We plan that he'll be there with Chrome and Steel Radio, I hope, at Matt's and be performing there as well.
From what we can tell right now, we don't have anything solid. We're working on stuff right now, but Chrome and Steel Radio will have a booth at Matt's, and we'll have some live performances there. So if you guys like music and you will be in Louisville from the 26th to the 28th, okay, yeah. Then make sure you look for the Chrome and Steel Radio booth, and we'll give you some more details on that later. So go ahead, Madison. Sorry.
Ooh, it also looks like he's working on a new album as well. It says it's going to have 20 songs on it. Wow.
That's a bargain.
15 of which are going to be cover tunes, and 5 of the feature tracks will be new ones. So we have
New
that to look
originals,
forward
nice.
to.
Yeah, Mr. Bill Weaver has been working on this album for a while, and he's talked about this. I believe it's going to be later this year in 2019, but that'll be Bill's
Mid-year, it
mid-year.
says,
Okay,
yeah,
I was gonna
sometime
say.
mid-year.
So Bill is working on his third album there. So he's cranking these out. He did one last year. He'll do one this year with, did you say 15 cover songs and 5 new stuff?
Yeah,
five new?
it looks like it. Yep.
So yeah, Brian Lemke is going to be at Matt's. So Brian, if you are there at Matt's, please come by the Chrome and Steel radio booth, say hi to us, and we'll get you some Chrome and Steel swag. So, but Bill Weaver is going to be very, very, very busy this year with a new album and all that kind of stuff, and so we're very excited about that. So Bill Weaver is number 1 in this article. Madison, what's number 2?
Let's see. We've also got Jane Denham.
Oh, our favorite Aussie.
Yes, I was going to say she's known as the Aussie Trucker Chick by her fans, and it looks like she also might be coming out with some new stuff.
Is she doing a new
Preparing
album this year?
for a very busy year in 2019. Talks about some of her... She's gearing up to shoot a brand new video for another trucking-centric song entitled Black Coffee and White Lines. So we've got some new music coming out from her, it looks like. New video, at least, for sure. And it looks like you might have some surprise guests from the show. Oh, Ice Road Truckers. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Or seen
Yeah.
anything
Oh, yeah.
about
Everybody's
that?
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool show.
So Jane's most popular songs are Addicted to the Diesel, Grew Up Around Trucks, and Trucker Chicks. I believe she has a couple more that are pretty popular out there. But Jane was at, she was for sure at Matt's, where I met her last year. I can't remember if she was at Gats or not. She might have been. My memory is failing me. But Jane is a fantastic, obviously Australian trucking artist. She does a whole bunch of different stuff. And so
She's also scheduled to make appearances at
she'll be at
Matt's,
Matt's,
it
okay.
says. Yep, and also the Buckeye Invitational show in August, as well as Gats.
okay, so yeah,
So
she'll be
that's
at.
what
she'll
she's
be
got
at-
on here.
I would like to see her drive in those heels.
Yeah.
I think that would be impressive.
Yeah, she's got a picture of her here with what looks like a Western Star
Yeah.
rig here.
Is that what
But
it is?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, those are super popular in Australia.
Yeah, did you know that I don't think you can get a Peterbilt in you can't get a Peterbilt in Australia.
Really?
I don't think you can.
That would suck. I wouldn't drive it.
I don't know
then.
about that, but I know that Kenworth and Western Star are the primary.
Yeah. I was going to say I don't
trucks
think you
that
can
are
get a
driven.
Peterbilt down there. So
Interesting.
but yeah, Western Star and she's very connected down there in the Australian trucking industry. So
Down under.
down under, put some meat on the bobby. Yeah. So Jane has a very busy year as well, and so we will see her at Matt's most likely.
I would
like
just
it.
like to say that the Chrome and Steel Radio Network does not endorse any of the jokes made by David Coleman during the Jack and Dave show.
Yeah, we're not affiliated in
Or
any way.
accents.
Or accents. Okay.
Or accent.
So thank you to Jane, and she's very, very nice, and she has some awesome pipes. She's a hell of a singer. So keep in mind that all of these people have more music talent in their pinky than basically all of us combined. So
She's approaching 400,000 streams on Spotify.
wow. So yeah, that's quite a lot
She's
actually.
getting up
Well
there.
done.
Nice job. Good job,
Almost
Jane.
500,000.
We'll see her in March.
Definitely.
So hopefully she'll swing by the Chrome and Steel Radio booth and we can. Bill Weaver just joined the chat. Bill Weaver, we just got done talking about you. We
You just missed
we were
it.
just talking about
Just
you,
Were
Bill
your
missed
Weaver.
ears
it.
burning, Bill?
Yeah.
They must have been.
Bill comes in and says, "What's up?" Yeah.
Here's a little
yeah,
shout
we
out
were
to
we were
Bill.
we were just
Hi,
talking
Bill.
about Bill. We were talking about your CDs, both of your albums and your new album coming out this year. So, Bill, thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. And everyone, give Bill a follow and go to his website.
Is Tony wearing Bill's hat in that picture?
I think they just share the same hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, zoom in on that and tell us a little about Mr. Tony Justice. I'm sure you guys have heard of Mr. Tony Justice. Mr. Tony Justice has some of the most popular trucking songs out there. And go ahead and Madison, tell us what Tony's doing this year.
Well, it obviously talks about that he made a sad announcement last year that his beautiful wife, Misty, has been diagnosed with breast cancer, which ties into what we were talking about
Yes.
with charity
We'll
earlier.
be talking about that in a couple minutes. So
Yeah. Also, he said he would be postponing his recording of Eastbound and Down, and that will be scheduled for release in 2019. So we can expect that to be coming out this
Yeah.
year at some point. But he also said that he's not exactly sure what all appearances he'll be making this year, but that he should be making more announcements in the weeks to come.
yeah, for
Well,
sure.
Tony, just do what you got to do, man.
Seriously,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a tough time.
know,
He's
Shout
I'm sure
out,
he's
we
wrapped
love
up.
you.
I've met Tony multiple times at a couple different shows. Him and his wife Misty are some of the nicest people on earth, and they go above and beyond to help out the trucking industry. And so we'll be talking a couple minutes after we get done with this music section. We'll talk a little bit about Tony and Misty here. But thank you to them. Tony has some fantastic songs out there, like Last of the Cowboys, We Drive Trucks, 18 Wheels and Jesus, Brothers of the Highway. I mean, you name it. He's got, I think he might have 3 albums out, 3 or 4. Tony, how many albums you got out there now? They're getting pretty numerous. But Tony puts out fantastic music. His live performances are on point. He performed there at the Joplin show. So he does a fantastic job. And thank you to Tony. Thank you to Misty for putting out some of the best music out there. So thank you to them. We'll talk a little bit more about their situation here in a little while. But thank you to Tony and Misty Justice. Yep.
Next, we got Taylor Barker.
Mr. Taylor Barker. We were talking about Taylor earlier today. Taylor was at Gats and Matt's and every single truck show that we could think of last year.
Will be again this year, it says.
Awesome.
Tay himself.
Yes.
So Mr. Tay from the Tay and Wee Wee show, Taylor Barker actually introduced me to the trucking musicians that we know last year at the 2018 Maths show. Mr. Taylor Barker does a lot of cover songs and a lot of fantastic old country stuff. So does Bill Weaver. I'm a big fan of some of the older Merle Haggard, Jerry Reed style classic country trucking songs, and Taylor Barker knows them like the back of his hand. So Taylor Barker does a lot of charity work. He was one of the driving forces behind a lot of the charity stuff at the Gats show. He works with St. Christopher's Truckers Fund. So Taylor Barker has a big heart for charity, and he's a veteran as well, and always loves to represent the boys. By the boys, I mean our service members, veterans, and active military. And so Taylor Barker takes care of his own, and I think he's got some performances this year, Madison. What has he got?
Well, it's saying that no word on his album yet, but that he will, like I said earlier, be at both Matt's and Gats in 2019.
Okay.
But that he is planning to record a debut record for his fans to enjoy, and that we will be keeping up on that news throughout the year. So nothing solid on that yet. But
can't wait to hear it, though, yeah.
Yep.
Can't wait to hear it, and can't wait to hear him at the Mid-American Trucking Show there in March. So thank you to Taylor Barker. Thank you for your charity, and thank you for your inspirational music at all the truck shows. It's always a good time with Taylor Barker.
Definitely.
So we have a couple more, don't we?
I think that.
No. How could we forget? No, we have Mr. Brad James, the trucking musician right here, the singing trucker. Yeah, there you go. Brad James has a huge Facebook following, and I have to say, Brad James is one of the most classic, deep country voices out there. He sings a lot of covers of the classic songs, and Brad James is probably one of the nicest guys I know. He's just funny and goofy, and hats off to Brad James. What a legend. Madison, tell us where he's going to be this year.
Well, it looks like he will also be at both Matt's and Gats. And it's also looking like he might be at the Buckeye Invite in August as well. Yeah.
In Springfield,
And then he also looks like he's going to have a pretty busy year this upcoming year, but he's just taking it as it comes, quote unquote.
I
like that philosophy.
That's a lot of the trucking industry. It's,
you gotta kind of got
making plans is difficult, but Brad does a fantastic job. His music is awesome, and he's just a very funny, goofy guy. And go check out Brad's Facebook page. He puts a lot of covers and a lot of songs that he writes up there. So go check out Brad. Go check out all of these guys, by the way. Bill put in the comments. He says Taylor is a cross-dresser and an inspiration to many girly men. So actually, we can't confirm that was Bill Weaver, but it was somebody. Yeah. But I just want to say once again, Chrome and Steel Radio does not endorse comments made in our chat. But thank you to Taylor Barker. Thank you to Brad. Do we have one more?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Brad
okay.
was our last
so
one,
a couple things that we need to talk about, or a couple people we need to talk about before we get done. Paul Marhofer, who is a writer and also a musician. Paul writes for Overdrive magazine, so shout out to Overdrive. Paul is a fantastic. I would consider his music more. It's more folk than it is country folk music. He has songs like 30 Weight Coffee. And I don't want to mess up the name of this song, Paul, so I'm going to look it up right now. If I can spell your name, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have an
Paul's
easier
last name has like 17 different consonants in it that aren't
it's pretty
necessary. Yeah.
pretty nice. It's a good
But
name.
Paul's most popular song, one of the most popular songs, is 30 Weight Coffee, which is a fantastic song. He also does a lot of live performances here in Indiana. He's actually from Muncie. I don't know if you guys know this.
Oh, I didn't know it.
Yeah, Paul lives around Muncie, Indiana, which is about 2 hours away from our shop here. And he does a lot of live performances, which is awesome. So Paul is a fantastic live artist. And that's right. It's Ellery. Elloree. And Paul, I'm not sure who that is, but it's one of his more somber, slow songs. And actually, our good friend Tex Crowley from Texomatic Motor Media does a lot of Paul and Bill's music videos. So if you guys look up Paul Marhofer, you spell his, and if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, Paul. It's Marhoefer. Paul Marhofer, Marhofer, some people say it. So go check him out. Go check out his music. 30 Weight Coffee is a very, very, it's a great folk song all about trucking. But go check him out. Some other ones that we need to talk about. Ken Freeman. I believe I've met Ken Freeman once. Ken, if you're out there, go put a link in our comments. But Ken Freeman is an up and coming musician as well, and he does a lot of the older classics as well in the country trucking music area. And let's see. I think we got everybody, right?
I think
that's everyone that we wanted to mention. So if we missed anyone, please put it in the comments below. There's plenty of you out there. Yeah. So thank you to all these guys and girls, Jane as well, for putting out some fantastic trucking music, giving us something to listen to and something to enjoy. Entertainment.
Jam on the
Yeah,
road.
entertainment is very important, especially in the trucking industry, because you guys are obviously sitting in a chair all day long. So, but thank you to you guys. Check them out. Check out all those people that we put up there, their websites and stuff. Help support them. When you do that, that also allows us to, have some entertainment on the road. So
yeah, going back a little bit back to Tony Justice, if you guys get a chance to watch the video that Bill put out late last week about the Tony situation, it's a really sad thing whenever somebody's going through cancer, but especially for people that give so much of themselves to help others. So we're trying to raise some money to just give a little bit back to them.
Yeah. So Bill put up a video. He auctioned off the lyrics to one of his most popular songs. And I believe that auction is already over. But if you would like to help out Tony, and so just to give you guys an idea, Tony, Misty had a double mastectomy, and she is doing better now. If you guys follow Tony's social media, obviously this has not been a pleasant or easy process for the Justice family right now. So if you guys would, please go follow Tony Justice. If you are not following him already, if you would, please, we would never tell you to do anything, but if you would consider helping them out in some way, and if you would like some more information, either message us or Bill Weaver. But this is obviously a very trying and difficult time for the Justice family. So if you would, please get a hold of us if you want to make a difference. They go above and beyond. The Justice family goes above and beyond to help the trucking industry. They provide a lot of entertainment and other just kind of joy-filling experiences. Genuine good people. They would do just about anything for anybody. So let's return the favor and help out the Justice family. Thank you to them. Thank you to everybody who listens out there. And if you guys can make a difference, please do. So there's the Justice family right there. And thank you to them. Let's move on to our last sponsor. Let's do our truck show. And it's already, we're already 40 minutes in. So we're making good time. But let's do our last sponsor, which is, many of you know them. They are the Davy CROCKETT TA Travel Center there in, let's see, it is Greenville, Tennessee, right? I want to make sure I get the name right. It is at Exit 138. If you guys are aware of the Davy CROCKETT TA Travel Center.
Exit 36.
Exit 36? Every time I mess it up. Okay, so Davy CROCKETT. I have a Davy CROCKETT hat. I need to get that raccoon hat. I have a raccoon hat.
You have to wear it.
I need
you were
to wear
supposed
that.
to wear
Yeah.
it this time.
Every time we have this sponsor, I forget it.
Maddie, write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Davy CROCKETT hat.
So Davy CROCKETT TA Travel Center, which is in Greenville, Tennessee. which is at Exit 36 on 81, is one of the sponsors of the Chrome and Steel Radio Network. They were also our 2018 Chrome and Steel Radio Truck Stop of the Year. So they got a lot of good stuff going on there. They have a new IHOP and a Papa John's.
Yum.
So
free large pizza, one topping pizza with 125 gallons of fuel.
That's
exactly.
a good deal.
Yeah. So if you guys look right here, all of our sponsors right here, by the way, we haven't talked about this yet. This is our new board. This is our new board. We're going to keep the score for our weekly truck show up here, and we're going to keep our sponsors right here. But if you look at this line right here, it says Davy, CROCKETT, TA Travel Center. Let me get my boom out of the way.
Exit 36.
Exit
it's a little
36.
blurry, guys.
Yeah, it's hard.
Focused on David's face.
The bokeh is too good. But Exit 36 on I-81 in Greenville, Tennessee. Like Jack was saying, with 125 gallons of diesel fuel, you get a free one-topping large pizza. So what's your tagline? Fuel for yourself, whatever it is.
Oh, fuel for you, fuel for your truck.
Exactly. There you go.
Know. That was a
but
simple.
Okay, so Davy CROCKETT TA Travel Center, thank you for sponsoring us, and thank you guys for checking them out. So there's our sponsor right there. And I think it's weekly truck show time. Let's wrap this up.
Truck show.
Okay, so if you guys
David gets the first pick this
yeah,
week.
if you guys have not, or if you have not been here before, the weekly truck show is a segment that we do every single week. And essentially, what we do. Can you zoom in on that, Madison? It's a little bit small in there.
We're not going to be able to get all of them fit in here.
That's fine.
That's all right.
Okay, so what we do is us three here in the studio, we pick our favorite social media picture or truck picture from the Jack's Chrome Shop Instagram, and we pick our favorites, and then we have you guys, our audience, vote on which one is your favorite, and the winner gets a point. So the past 2 weeks, Madison has won. Because she's...
Let's keep that trend going.
Let's not do that. So the stakes, once again, for this competition is this. We're doing this weekly truck show thing for the next, I believe it's like 46 weeks or something like that. Something
a long
ridiculous.
time.
Yeah,
Till the end of 2019.
Till the end of 2019.
For the entire year.
And whoever has the most points at the end of 2019 will get a gift card from the show to wherever they want, okay? So that's the winner, and the loser, whoever has the least amount of points at the end of the year, will have to do snow angels in the middle of December in their bathing suit, live on camera. So those are the stakes right there. Madison is in the lead right now with 2 points, and I am pleased to announce. Are we pleased to announce that?
I guess we don't.
We're confused.
It's a better trend.
We don't. Yeah, I guess we don't. We're not 3 points behind now.
Right.
So last week, everyone on the show got the same amount of votes.
We all tied.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give
Everybody's a winner.
everyone's going to get a point this week. But I want to make this perfectly clear. We can't have this anymore, okay? Because Madison can't win, all right? Madison cannot win.
Guys, I do all the work. I deserve to win.
All right, so I'm going to change the board real quick.
0-0-2. Now 1-1-3.
Okay, so Madison is still in the lead, unfortunately. But hopefully after this week, we can get some votes for Jack and I so that we don't end up doing Snow Angels.
Mainly for Jack. And without further ado, David, what is your choice for this week's truck show?
I am going to make this smaller so you guys can see all of the choices real quick here. Because it does go until this one.
I want the blue one from Lexington.
Okay, he's already picking this one.
Okay, yeah, zoom in real quick. Okay, so this is I believe this is a 379.
I think so.
I don't think they've done the headlight change, but this is a 379 from the Show Rotella show in Lexington, Virginia. It's a dump truck day cab. The reason that I really like this truck is because it has the short 30 tops on it, the stacks on those, and those are extremely hard to find nowadays. Not a lot of people go with those short 30. Some people call them Aussie tops, but that is my pick for the week. If you agree with me and you like my blue truck compared to the other two's picks, go ahead and put David's pick or blue Peterbilt in the comments below so I can win.
This is a pretty truck.
Yes.
I'll give you that.
Triple diamond grille, looks gorgeous. Love the paint scheme, old school 379 style. The 359 style.
Yeah,
actually.
stop talking. It's Maddie's turn.
Whatever.
I believe it is my turn.
He's campaigning here.
I am campaigning. We're trying to win, guys.
Okay. My favorite is this one here.
It's like a
orange.
dreamsicle.
It is. This one's just like so bright and the colors are so brilliant. And normally I'm a Peterbilt person, but this K-Dub's super nice. I think this is a W900L. right?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's a
Looks
long
like
hood.
it with the long hood. Yeah. Dabney Trucking. Shout out to you guys. You guys have beautiful trucks. There's like another one behind it
Yeah,
that
another
I believe
tanker.
has like some more like red in it, and it's really pretty too. But yeah, this is my pick for the week. This K-Dub. So
Nice
vote
bow
for
tie
me.
visor.
So if you guys want to
vote.
vote for Madison's pick, go ahead and put orange K-Dub or tanker or Madison's pick or something like that in the comments below.
Or if you want
don't.
Maddie's pick, you can put Jack's pick in the comments.
Yeah. Or just don't vote for Maddie, period.
Whatever, guys. Jack, what's your pick?
All right.
sir?
Well, actually, David took my vote, so I'm gonna go with the goose there in the center,
Nice
and
pick. Yeah.
driven by Daniel and Phyllis Snow. And it's a great looking truck. I like how they're kind of branding their truck there with the name of the truck and their last
got
name
their
and
last
the
name,
visor. Yeah, a lot of good quality parts on there. It's a good looking truck, and the custom sleeper also I'm sure makes it nice and livable for them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Massive 100-inch sleeper, whatever it
It's
is.
huge.
Yep.
Definitely.
So
Okay.
that's my pick.
All right.
There you go. So those are our 3 picks for the week. That's our weekly truck show. If you would like to vote for my pick, please put blue Peterbilt or David's pick or something like that in the comments below. Once again, remember that, I want to win and Madison can't win. If you want to pick Maddie's, go ahead and put orange K-Dub or Maddie's pick, and someone already has, by the way.
Yes.
Alan has already voted for
yes,
Maddie,
yes.
which I'm super upset about now.
I win.
So Maddie's got 1 vote already, and if you want to pick Jack's pick, go ahead and put Jack's pick in the
Which
comments.
his should definitely. If you don't pick mine, pick Jack's, because this is another really good looking.
I don't like
truck.
how this is going. All right, Mike says the goose. So
Woo! Thank you, Mike.
Jack has 1, Maddie has 1, David has 0.
David has 0. Most important, David has 0.
Guys, look, pull mine up again. Look how cool that truck is.
This is really cool
Vote
with
for
the
me.
3 diamond.
Vote for me. Yeah,
grill.
triple diamond. Okay, yeah, look how cool that is.
Yeah.
It's a good looking truck, but
it's
it's,
just not as cool
definitely.
as ours.
I mean, yeah,
Whatever. All right, fine.
All right. So
I'm gonna have to do Snow Angels like I can tell.
final segment.
Okay, so well, yeah, let's these are the scores right here. Please vote for one of us. Just put it in the comments below. We'll tally them next week and let you guys know. And reminder once again, question of the week is charity.
Yeah.
Favorite charity. Okay.
Yes.
Did we get any more poems?
We did not get any more poems.
Alan, you are the winner.
Alan.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So Alan, if you would please message us, or I can message you or whatever. And I got a vote right there. Ha 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 ha. So now it's all tied up. Everybody has 1 vote.
Guys,
Okay.
we can't do this again, though. We can't be tied
Yeah,
up again.
we cannot-
We
we
can,
cannot
I
have
guess,
a tie.
actually, because I'll still be winning.
Whatever. Snow Angels, whatever. Okay, anyway. So Alan wins our question of the week, which was a 2-week question of the week.
Congrats, Alan.
So, yeah.
People had 2 weeks to give you some
And
competition.
yeah, and no one wanted to write a poem, so
Nobody
you guys are
felt
just
like it.
lazy.
They were just intimidated
Yeah,
by
whatever.
your poetry
It
skills,
was so
Alan.
good.
So, Alan, you win a full set. So, a full set of 60 lug nut covers of your choice. Whatever the heck you want, let us know what style you want, and we will ship those to you free of charge. And that's what you guys win, by the way. If you answer a question of the week, you get free chrome and shirts and all, like a whole bunch of different stuff that we have here at the goodies from the shop from Chrome and Steel Radio.
And
So,
just as a reminder, today's question of the week is what is your favorite trucking charity and why?
yes.
Doesn't have to be necessarily a trucking charity, but something that is close to your heart. But if it is a trucking charity, maybe extra points. I don't know.
Exactly. And whoever's charity that we pick, Jack's Chrome Shop is going to we'll just let you know. We're going to do a contribution to that charity, whoever the winner is, and the winner, whoever picked that charity, will also get like a shirt or something like that. So that's what we're doing. Make sure you answer our question of the week. You get free stuff. So there you go. Let's see what else do we have to do. Social plugs are our last segment, and I think we're good to go, right? Awesome. So let's talk about our shop here. Let's talk about Jack's Chrome Shop. As you can see, there's this giant Jack's Chrome Shop logo in the corner right here. As you know, thank you, Alan. Just let me know. Send me a message or something. As you know, we are here at Jack's Chrome Shop, and that's who we all work for here. Jack's Chrome Shop is a chrome shop and a truck accessories store. We do most of our stuff through our online website, which is jackschromeshop.com. And if you would like to get some chrome for your truck, go ahead and go to jackschromeshop.com and use the promo code JND10 to get 10% off your first order.
Yes.
Jack's Chrome Shop is running a February February sale. Obviously, from February 1st through February 28th, we are running our stack sale this month.
Holy stacks.
Yes. So, yeah, go ahead and click on those top stacks right there.
Oops.
Right there, and then zoom in. We have $200 off of stack kits. So
It's taking a minute.
there you go. That's fine. Go ahead and okay? It's thinking.
Yeah. It's
So we
taking a
have
long minute.
6, 7, and 8-inch top stacks available. We have 6, 7, and 8-inch kits available for Peterbilts and Kenworths and also Freightliners. So we have $200 off of our stack kits this month and 15% off top stacks. So if you guys would and you're looking for some chrome for your trucks, please go to jackschromeshop.com or send us a message. So that's our Jack's Chrome Shop stuff. As you guys know, that's where we do all of our operations. Jack, what else are we doing here?
All right, well, now that we're done shamelessly plugging and promoting ourselves, we got the Jack Joke of the Week.
We do.
Back by popular demand. And actually, this week, it's more of a...
Get ready to groan.
I have a lot of trouble understanding the meanings of words sometimes. And I've been contemplating the meaning of the word opaque because I think it's unclear.
I gotta give it to him, man. I've never heard it before.
That's like a groan, like.
I think that's kind of what I let out. It was like
Yeah.
On that note, I hope you guys all have a great week and come back here next week for another Jack and Dave show.
Yeah.
But support the Chrome and Steel Radio Network. Support our sponsors so that we can keep bringing you content like this every week.
That was awful. I'm still not over that joke. Okay, yeah, but go to chromeandsteelradio.com. That's where all of our stuff is and all of our latest episodes. Like I said, this is Jack and Dave Show episode 7, so we have 6 more before these. Go check those out. And we have Chrome and Steel Radio. We have a monthly party that happens on the last Sunday of the month, which will happen on the 24th of February this month. But all of our episodes are on chromeandsteelradio.com, so check us out on that website. Follow us on YouTube or subscribe to us on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, which is where we post most of our longer content, and follow us on social, just like Jack
And if
said.
you'd like to support us by being a sponsor, if you're listening and want to sponsor the show or the Chrome and Steel Radio Network, send us a message and we can get you in and promote your brand.
Yeah, so we appreciate it. And Madison, do you have anything?
Aside from Jack's Chrome Shop, we also have Candy Paint Classics, which is our car parts company. And so if you want to head on over to there, I actually have their website pulled up. We've got tons of products in stock. If we want to go, do we have a sale going on this month there?
JND
15. So
Yeah,
for you car
15.
guys out there, we do a lot of performance parts like exhaust, intakes. We have
Yeah.
some blocks available. I'm a big car guy, and so we do a lot of car stuff as well. But if you guys are looking for stuff for your hot rod or your late model race car or whatever, please let us know. CandyPaintClassics.com. That's our other sponsor
Yep, and
here
be
at the
sure
shop.
to use JND 15 to
Yep,
get 15% off your order at Candy Paint.
Besides that, check out everything. We'll have links in the description below. Thank you guys for watching so much, and we will be back next Monday, which
Yes.
is the 18th, right?
Yep, at 10 a.m.
Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
All right, have a great week, everybody.
Bye.